today to do the Booktuber Shoutout Tag, and I was mentioned in a few videos. Sam from Novels and Nonsense, Jen from Wonderland Books, and Patty from I Smell Books. And I have to first say just thank you guys for mentioning me. And the funny thing is, I think they all mentioned me under the same topic, which I just think is really funny and awesome. And so yes, so I decided to do this tag after the third one. I wasn't going to do it because, man, it's a lot of work, guys. It really is a lot of work, but it's worth it because I think, you know, just sharing the love and really just getting to talk about the awesome people that I've gotten to meet in the last almost year since I started. And I don't know, it was a lot of fun. And I did take, this one is the longest tag that I've taken to put together. It took me about 2 hours to go through all of it. So guys, here we go. We'll get started with the first question, which is, dun dun, who was the first booktuber that you found and watched, and what was their video? The way I found out about Booktube was from Christina Horner's channel, and she was doing the Booktube readathon, and that's when I found out about Booktube. I was like, there's a community on the internet that talks about books? That's amazing! And so I just started perusing through the different channels and all of that. Just heard a crash. Some kitties must have been doing something, I don't know. And anyway, my husband will take care of it. So, and I couldn't remember who the actual first booktuber was. And so I just went to my history list and scrolled down for almost an entire year, until I came to the spot where Christina's Booktube-a-thon video was, and then just started scrolling up until I saw the very first Booktuber, and that was, I can't remember her name, and she's really popular. Her channel is Bookables, and her video was a haul video for July or June or something, and so that was my first Booktuber. And then second question was, who was your most recent Booktuber subscriber tour? Who did I subscribe to? Yes, my most recent person I subscribed to. There we go. That's the question. Most recent we're just going to say who it was. Okay, so I most recently subscribed to Sarah from Sarah Ella. Her channel is just hysterical. I watched one of her videos and I just laughed and it was awesome. And then the other one that I subscribed to today was Kales from, I don't know if her first name is Kales. I'm just getting, her booktube channel is Kale's Corner, and it was just fun, and I really appreciated her channel and her videos. So those are the ones that I've subscribed to most recent, which was today. Okay, question 3. Did any booktubers inspire you to start your channel? Well, yes, or I wouldn't have started it. I had been watching several channels and for a couple months, and I was like, you know, I really would like to do this. And the ones that really kind of just stick out to my mind were Bookables and Elizabeth from eLizzie Books. They just were very kind, and they both had videos on their channel about, you know, tips of starting a booktube channel, and they just seemed like the people that, you know, like if you ask questions, they didn't feel like they were gonna look at you like, why would I answer that question, you know? Like, they were not that way. Just, they answered questions and they were just so kind and so welcoming, and they were awesome, and so made the journey into booktube just very comfortable and fun. So those were the two channels, and I'll just crumple my paper here. Okay, question 4 is the booktubers who have been with me from the very beginning. I have a few, but I'm not going to mention 3 of them because I'm going to mention them later on. So I'm going to mention the 3 that were subscribed to my channel in the first month of my booktube journey. And that was, the first one was, dun dun, Always Bookish. She was the first one to comment on my videos, and the second one was Joshua from Joshua J Vlogs. He's also a writer, and so I follow him on Twitter, and he has some really awesome videos of just like the writing industry and, you know, some advice, and I just really appreciate that. And then the last one is My Word in English. And then question 5 is the booktuber I followed since the beginning. And guys, I don't know. I think I have this right. And if I'm wrong, she can correct me. And that's Felicia from the Little Prairie Library. And she is awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been around since she started. Because I think she started around the same time I did last year. So, I think so. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, Felicia, you can tell me I'm completely wrong. But we're just going to go with that one. Okay, number 6. Question 6. I don't know why I have to say it so many times. Okay, the question is the booktuber whose creativity I love. And there's a couple that I have for this. And the first one is, forgot to look up, see if I could find his name, but his channel is Let's Read, and I just really love, one, how he edits his videos, 2, just how he sets his videos up, and just his tag videos are just completely different than other tag videos. And there's this one video that I just thought was hysterical. He had just had a new baby, well, his wife had a new baby, and he's talking about where he's been, and he's like, I don't know where I've been, and then he flashes to his baby, and it was just so creative, and I just really appreciate that, and he makes me laugh all the time. Okay, and it's creativity. His creativity. That's what we're talking about. Not humor, guys. Creativity. Okay. Second one is Michael from Michael's Book Lion, and his videos are the same. It's just they're not just, you know, haul videos, not just tag videos. They're just really interesting. There's one video that he just did recently. I think it was either his reaction to a book or his thoughts on reading, and it was just so funny and just creative and just different, and I appreciate that. So those are the 2 that I appreciate their creativity. Question 7 is the booktuber's positivity that I love, and this one was really hard for me because I feel like we're all pretty positive, but I did narrow it down, and the ones that I chose, the channel that I chose was Maddie and B, whose channel is Heart Full of Books. They are a sister collaboration, and I just really love their positivity. I love their genuineness, and their videos are always just so upbeat and like to the point. So Maddie and B, Heart Full of Books, their positivity is A+. Okay, question 8 is the booktuber whose honesty I admire. And again, I feel like we all try to be honest, but there are a couple, and the first one is Victoria Harris. And I just really love that she's very quirky and just very funny, and I just feel like she's very, I don't know, very comfortable in her skin. And then the second one is Becca from the Becca Awesome Book Nut. I really love just her opinions on books, and that she is honest with her opinions, but she is honest in a very nice way. And then question 9 is on the other side, and that is the booktuber who always makes me laugh. And this one was really hard because I have so many that make me laugh. But the first one that I honestly thought about was Emily from Emily Jean. All of her videos just make me laugh. She is hysterical, and I just love that she is just comfortable in her own skin, and she is not afraid to call people out, and I just love her videos, and she's just awesome and hysterical. And then the second channel that always makes me laugh, and that is Elizabeth from Elizabeth Page. It can either be her bloopers or just something in her video, whatever, but she's always making me laugh in some way or some form. Oh, it's so hot, guys. It is so hot. It's like 500 degrees in here. Maybe not, because I'd be dead. Or, melting. But I'm not melting. It's just warm. 100-degree weather. Silliness. And my office faces the setting sun. Yeah, that's fine. So it's always hot in here, no matter what. And I have to open the windows, because I have to have natural light. Okay, moving on to question 10, which is the super friendly book booktuber that's always leaving comments and all of that jazz, and that's definitely Tiffany from The Crafty Home. She is one of the ones that have been around on my channel since almost the very beginning, and she comments on almost every single one of my videos, and just so appreciate her and her comments and her friendship. She's just fantastic and awesome. Okay, and then question 11 and 12, I don't really have answers for, so just so you know, I'm doing a little cop-out. So, question 11 is the booktuber who always adds to my TBR, and I have to say everyone. I know that's a cop-out, but I did add several to each, a few to each one to kind of, you know, even it out. Okay, question 12, moving on, and that is the booktuber that has a similar taste than you. And so here's the thing, guys. I really did look for 30 minutes through all of my subscribers, all of the ones that are subscribed to my channel, you know, to try to find, okay, who really has the same taste as me. And I want to choose someone that I haven't talked about before, and I'm kind of in this odd place right now in my reading life, and I don't really know what I like. And so, I'm reading a lot of other stuff to kind of really see where am I at, what really, you know, tickles my fancy. And so I can't really put a, you know, finger on who has a similar taste as me. Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. So I'm not going to say anyone. I'm just going to take a drink. Moving along to question 13, which is the booktuber who has different tastes than I do, but I still love their channel. And so I kind of took this as more of the booktuber that challenges me to read different stuff than I normally ever would. And I have two for that, and that is, first one is Lindsay from Lindsay Ray. She reads a lot of sci-fi and high fantasy and, you know, some more adult fiction that I normally wouldn't have read, but because she highly recommends them and just her passion for the books that she reads just makes me want to read them. And so I've stepped out into genres that I wouldn't normally have read before. And then the other one is another Lindsay, which is Lindsay from Lindsay's Library, and her channel centers around more of creative nonfiction, and so I don't normally read a whole lot of creative nonfiction, and so I'm trying to step out into that. Okay, so question 14 is the booktuber who impresses me with the amount of books that they read. And honestly, anybody that reads more than 2 books in a month just impresses me, because we all have lives and we all have other things going on besides reading, and it does, you know, it takes time to read. But I had to choose, and I chose Sam from Novels and Nonsense. She reads probably roughly 8 to 10 books a month. I could be a little wrong in that you know, but normally, typically 8 to 10 books a month. I'm just impressed that it's consistent, and I think that's awesome. Okay, so the last question, I lost my page, it blew away. Okay, the last question is shout out a booktuber that has 500 or less subscribers, one that has 10,000 or more, and one that's in the middle. Okay, so I chose several. One, because I did cup out on 11 and 12 and didn't mention anybody. 2, because there's so many ones that I want to shout out, and this was just a great one to put some extra in. And 3, I don't know if there's a 3. I don't think there was a 3. I did, however, I didn't really look to see how many subscribers they have. So there's just, in no particular order, here they are. Okay, we have Christina from Christina Rast. I think she's awesome. Shannon from Leaning Lights. She is just awesome. She's one that I just recently, about 2 months ago, found, and she's awesome. She's also host of the TBR Takedown, which is awesome, fantastic. And then we have Elizabeth from Elizabeth Book Babble. She is just fantastic, and I really love her channel and her videos. Then we have Sarah from Sarah Churchill. She's just, I don't know, I just really enjoy her videos. I just enjoy her pacing and all of that. She's just awesome. And then last but not least is Jessica from Prices Wong. She is one of the first booktubers that I found, and I just really appreciate how nice she is, and she's just awesome and fun, and I really like her videos. Okay, so that is the Booktuber Shoutout Tag. So check out the people that I did shout out. Check out the people that comment. Just watch videos all day, every day. Okay, guys, I hope you're having a great reading month, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye! If you know what movie that's from, well, it's the outtakes. This, a ghost. Put it down below. Let me see.